All right, everybody, it's been an exciting day so far. So welcome back. If you're back, and welcome. If you're just tuning in for the first time now, we have the teen division at Obstacle Academy's second World Ninja League qualifier of the season. And boy, oh boy, the heat gets turned up to these teens. The teen and elite wave. Saw a lot of excitement, saw some new obstacles throughout the day, saw a lot of cool runs, some cool finishes, some interesting falls, some cool beta breaks, some first times for this, first times for that. We're running the full course format here. It's 10 obstacles. Points are awarded for every obstacle completed, and there's also time completed. So there's points are based on clear rate and time completed. Time limit's 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Should be enough. We saw a couple people, if they really put it together today, they finished the course with time to spare. And then we saw quite a few people time out also. You know, you can get tangled up here, tangled up there. It's all part of the game. So let's take a look at the course they're going to run. We'll have a demo here from Coach Skinny. There's the double block start. They start off with a lache, kind of sets them up for a cool link. Agility obstacle, sort of a varying height lache line, a new take on a balance obstacle here. Then we're into some light work for distance, tricky work for complexity. And this one's interesting. We're gonna see some interesting happenings probably in this section of the course. There's these chopstick style holds. Lache up to one of them, slide it along the bar, set up some swing to another one. These things really are a handful, man. They're tricky. Then on to this one. See, T-Money is out there lining up his Lego lache. This is dismount here and moves right on. He's here. He's got an extra swinger here or two. Okay, he's doing his best. I remember this one took quite a few tries. Oh, he catches it. Notice how he caught with his body entirely straight. It's the most comfortable way to cut with your joints. It's the most comfortable way to do it with your joints. I remember having to hop in here for old T. That's a look at the women's side. Let's take a look over here at the men's side. Whew. Yeah, this one is tricky. Took plenty of effort getting that strap design up. The pulley system, makeshift pulley system's kind of a fun obstacle. really tricky because you're lashaying into basically a void, and then the bar comes down into place. Here's T-Money. I remember this was probably the 10th or 15th try here for him. Yeah, this is try probably 10 or 15. I think he puts it together as smooth as he could here. Yep, this was the smoothest one, I believe. Yep, this is here. Yeah, this is definitely the smoothest one. The ones before this were really hard to watch. But he puts it together. Yeah, that's definitely his cleanest one. As efficient as he could be. Couple swings. Makes it, clears it. Clears it, takes a look at his watch, making sure he finished within the 45-minute time limit. Let's look at the run order real quick. And we are going to head down to the starting block. And look at the run order. We got Henry Coyle running first. Coyle, man. Coyle's another ninja. He's been in the game for a long time. Coyle's on an elite team here. One of our most elite teams that we have. I guess if I had to describe Coyle, exact. I would say he's exact. You know, usually it's like he got himself a new shirt. Lachey all day. I haven't seen him wear that shirt. Yeah, I would say exact as a person. He's moving, man. Old Coyle he grows up throughout the years. No issue on the New Balance. Looks like he's grabbing a handful of chalk and then moving into the first little Lachey series. Really smart approach to this. I like that he didn't just dive right in. Even here, taking that one extra swing is smart. Recognizing that he wasn't perfectly lined up. He shuffles the first set of chopsticks all the way down. Slightly downward Lachey to the next set. He's putting together a really smooth run so far. You can see some of his teammates in the background over there with their jerseys, cheering on their buddy Coyle. Sets up an infinity swing. Going from Lego here, wraps the loop on the backside to Lego here. Big bearing style. Lachey looking really smooth, not looking real winded or anything yet. It's got 1 minute and 45 seconds about to finish a couple more obstacles. None of these remaining obstacles are particularly easy, so this one is really, you have to be precise on both of these last holds. Not an issue for Coyle though. Takes one step on the dampened rag. And moves on. So this is going to be the first look we're seeing of this obstacle live here. See that as he gets on the obstacle, the bar he's supposed to Lachey to drops down. You can hear the crowd going quiet. It's the first time seeing this. It would be pretty awesome to see this caught on the very first attempt with the very first runner. Oh, and he gets his hands there. Might not have had the absolute full confidence. Maybe he under-Lacheyed it just a tiny, tiny bit, but he gave himself enough time to finish the last obstacle, but he'll have to be maybe just a little bit more efficient than we saw in the demo video. So far, so good. These obstacles here, these purse obstacles, we debuted in the Ninja Sport Network Youth Championship. They had a different version of these things. Now it's just comes up a little bit short. He's running a little tight on time. Lifted a little bit higher. He makes the connection. He's going to have to be very fast from here on out, though. He'll have to choose which side he wants to unhook first. He just runs out of time. What an awesome run. Way to start everything off. Nice run out of coil. It's the high fives from his friends, fellow competitors, teammates. Down on the starting block now, we have Ian Mindock. Ian traveling in to compete out of the Chicago area. Sets up a little bit of continuous posture, give him a head start on momentum. Through the first two obstacles, no problem. Nice work on the second balance obstacle. Showing that he's comfortable. Smooth, he seems to have found his flow. Locking in point after point. Onto the chopsticks. Little bit short on the lache to the second set. On the plus side, it will have conserved just a little bit of energy for this next move, which is a very slightly downward, very slightly offset, pretty long lache to another tilting Lego. Setting up for the shelf lache. Looks like he has the momentum for it. Does he have the strength left? Absolutely does. Now for the trickiest portion of this obstacle. Very precise handwork on a pretty difficult hold. We'll see another attempt here at the dropping bar lache. Trying to figure out how to get comfortable on it. He's building up his swing. He'll be making little connections in his mind on where that bar is going to end up. How should he grab it? Again, gets his hands on it, and the same thing that we saw happen to Coil. Hands were on the bar, but comes off at the bottom. Onto the purses with probably just enough time to do it. Little bit of trouble connecting. Just a few seconds left. Has the endurance to keep hanging on, but just runs out of time. Awesome performance out of Ian. We love our Ultimate Ninjas crew. Up next on the starting platform, we got Julia Peterson. Julia on a higher advanced team here, advanced level 2. Great link tech, links to the lache, dismount. Hops into a nice flow right off the bat. Just comes offset. It's all points. So one little mishap like that certainly doesn't end your run. All it does is change the amount of points you have at the end. Really good about setting up continuous lache posture. Underdoes the lache to the first set of chopsticks. Then on to the Legos. See her rotating her hips here, setting up for an infinity style swing to the Lego. Opts for one side catch. Looks like her hand might be taped up. Makes it a little bit tougher to hang on to things. Hopefully it isn't getting in her way. Some of these moves are pretty tricky. It's be even trickier with a handful of tape. Should be the first time we see this version of this agility obstacle here. For the women's side, they're allowed hands and feet and everything on this agility portion, but still have to make a really tricky connection here with the cane. Oh, and she gets it up. Looks like she just maybe second guesses the jump or slides down a little bit. On to the last obstacle. Has enough time to pick up the point. Really, really is a tricky obstacle to end on here. Makes it to the first pendulum so far. Just 2 cliffhanger laches left to do, and neither of them are super easy. Nice run out of Julia. Comes off with a smile. Gets a fist bump from the judge. Nice job. Up next we have Brayton. Brayton over there hiding behind the starting block. Jumps out and spooks the head judge. We go Brayton. Brayton also on an elite team. Sets up a comfortable link on the first obstacle, dances right through the first agility obstacle. On to obstacle number 3. Looking real efficient, looking real smooth. No problem on the tilted balance beam. See his teammates, fellow competitors in the background watching, trying to gather as much data as they can. Brayton is he up to something here? Okay. Looks like he have been setting up for a lache past the first lache and onto the second hold, which I don't think is out of the question. I wonder if that will change the plan of any of the other athletes. Laches to one side of the Lego. We saw that happen earlier quite a bit. Sticks the landing, so he just has that one fall so far. No issue with the first lache in this series. See if he has the precision, and he absolutely does. It's little pockets for your hands. If he has the strength, if he made it this far in this obstacle, just hang on tight. Nice job on the jug. Couple obstacles left. Let's see if we'll see the first completion. Just about. He actually opts. He gets his hands on it as well. He opts to go for a mixed grip, so palms facing each other, which really is not a bad idea. And it could be that he watched the first two attempts get both of their hands on the bar. Maybe a mixed grip might be a little bit more certain of an approach. Not having much of an issue with the last connections here so far. And he comes off making the very, very final move, the very final connection. Awesome run out of Brayton. Puts him in second place. Up next on the start platform, we got Jack Maloney. Jack with the taped up hands. Threatens to Lachey again. This time means it. Obstacle 1 and 2 done, on to obstacle 3. On and off. Jack's out here moving. He probably knows that in this division, putting some pressure on the other athletes could be a good idea. A little bit short on the first Lachey. Onto the Lego Lachey, setting up a little bit of a directional swing here, hips off to the right. Looks like he's fighting the swing here. Might be able to lean into it. Not quite. Swinging just opposite. No problem with the shelf Lachey. Just misses the bridge. Moves on to the final lane. 2 obstacles left, 1 minute and 10 to do them. Looking for a way to approach. This really is intimidating if you've never done anything like this, because this hold will tilt. The hold you're Lacheying to, the bar that you're Lacheying to, disappears on you until you have done your Lachey, and then it comes back. So we've saw all 3 attempts they've gotten their hands onto the bar. Is Jack going to be the first one to hang onto the bar? He sets up a ton of swing, has a great Lachey. Same situation though, hands on the bar, it comes off. 30 seconds left. Try to put together this link, unlink. Kind of the jungle of rings. Once you start knocking him around a little bit, important to stay calm, sort of think. Just comes down right as he runs out of time, but an awesome run out of Jack. Should be proud of himself. I like his attacking approach. It's good to see him coming out fierce. Up next in the run order, we got Jax. Jack's back in action. Had a little break for wrestling, but there's one thing that he didn't forget how to do. It's Lachey. First couple obstacles out of the way. Opting to go on a single side of this A-frame hold here. Ends up slipping, makes the decision to just drop. Maybe didn't like the way that it felt, and then the opportunity weighed his options on whether or not to keep dumping effort into it or move on. Save his energy for the later obstacles. So he opted for a single side. It looks like he's a little overextended on the catch. Moving on to the shelf and ledge obstacle. Just misses the stable bridge, but has plenty of time to attempt the final two obstacles with 1:30. Would be nice to see either or both of these completed. Looks like he's finding a way to get onto this thing. It almost inevitably puts you into dead hang. So building swing, lashaying into what's basically a void as the bar appears. Really a new concept for some of these kids. So it will be interesting. Didn't know if he was going to try to hop one of those things, but great run out of Jax. I love seeing him move around. You can learn a lot just from watching him move through bars and sort of direction change holds. Up next we have Sebastian. Seb's a hard worker. Great ninja athlete, comes from a ninja family. Saw his siblings ran earlier. Have a feeling we'll see a lot of the Castanedas over the next couple years. They're kind of sprinkled throughout the divisions. Seb is eyeballing a larger move here. See, it's going to be tricky when this thing... Oh, and he... Just peels off one side of the Lego. Onto the shelf lâché. Slides forward on the adjustment. Catches the shield. Looking pretty comfortable now. Lincoln dismounts. Moving right on to the final two obstacles. Are we going to see the first completion? I know Seb has the strength, and he catches it. You can hear the crowd really come to life. Crowd really comes to life out there. First completion, so we know that it is possible. We just need to see the last obstacle complete. And the whole puzzle will come together, and we'll see if anybody can put every piece together his right hand. He might be wishing right now that it was faced differently. Might be wishing that. So this will be a very big lâché. He just dismounts out. So we've almost seen the entire puzzle. There's just one missing piece, and that's that pesky last obstacle. Real tricky, real endurance-y, real specific. It's a lot to ask at the end of a course. But the wave is not over yet. So we'll hang on to hope. Up next, we got Arthur. Arthur Shepard. Arthur putting together a smooth run so far. I know a couple of the kids from Obstacle Academy know Arthur and think pretty highly of him. Yeah, so we saw this skip attempted twice. Last attempt was really close. Just comes off. On to the second Lego. Just comes down on the stable bridge. So we've seen this obstacle completed now. Can we see it completed again? Looks like Arthur can see he kept his foot in the post just a little bit to get a head start on momentum, which is a smart move. It's these long straps you can use. You need all the energy that you can save. Another catch. You can see when they catch that bar the sigh of relief that they have, because that is tricky. That is really tests you mentally to lâcher to nothing and have the hold appear as you do it. Are we going to see the very last obstacle completed? So far, so good. This might be the cleanest so far, as long as he doesn't lose one of these things. Will he have the energy and effort? It's not over yet. There's still the dismount, which absolutely is not free. I know Arthur has an amazing lâcher technique, though. Pulls his way out of there, makes the connection. What an awesome job. Awesome work out of Arthur. Let's see this dismount here, the amount of power that he yanks through. It's a nice job out of Arthur. Up next on the starting platform, we have Sadie Berger. No issue, obstacle 1 and 2. Zooming on into obstacle 3, we saw Sadie's dips down on the balance. Sadie making up for that little mishap on the second balance obstacle. Moving on to the shelf, the not flying shelf, more of just a static shelf, and then a stable bridge. This, I feel like, is really kind of where Sadie can shine. These complex, short distance complex, but hard holds, she usually locks them in really well. This here, a little bit of link tech goes a long way on a downward lache. Looking smooth so far, has a decent amount of time left. Opts to get a little bit of the chalk off of the shoes. Will we see this obstacle complete? Trampoline, agility section. Eyeballs the jump, calculates, prepares, hooks it up. It's gonna be tricky here if she doesn't get out right away, but she does. Got a little over a minute left. Again, I do think that Sadie shines on really physically difficult holds placed medium to close distance. She sticks to them. That's nice work out of Sadie. That is nice work out of Sadie. Maybe we can head down to the floor and see what Sadie thinks about the competition so far.
All right, Sadie, what was the worst obstacle to try? Which one were you the most worried about?
The jump to the big wooden ring.
What did you think was going to happen if you did that?
Peel off.
You thought you were going to peel off? And what happened on the balance beam?
I got scared.
Huh?
I got scared.
You got scared for the balance beam?
Yeah.
All right, well, Sadie, you put together a good run. Good work.
Awesome to hear from Sadie. We're headed back down to the starting platform. Up now, we got Kyla. Boom. That's a great jump into that first ring to head start her momentum. Looking real comfortable on the swing. I do like this as a first obstacle because it gets that first big dynamic move out, and it's an easy enough link off of the jump that putting it together like that looks like it boosts their confidence a little bit for the rest of the course. Wow, she catches that. Lache's pretty early, ends up still hanging onto the bar no matter what. Kyla's a real endurance-y, very strong hands, real endurance-y athlete, but just misses one of them. Sets up her direction change swing here. Opts for one side. It's like maybe didn't totally have her hands on it. Builds up her swing right away. There's a couple really new obstacles here. It's gonna give the athletes it's gonna give them a challenge they might not be used to. Barely saves it. Does she have the confidence? She hooks it up, no problem, even links the dismount. Moving on to the final obstacle. First pendulum hold, no issue. These next two are definitely tricky at the very end of a course. Swinging cliffhangers on bearings. Hangs on to the first one. Can she hang on to the final holds? Absolutely does. Pulls through on the dismount. What an awesome run out of Kyla. What a great job. Catches that last hold. Another great competition, Kyla. Next up, we got Campbell. Looks like Campbell's rocking the slap chalks shorts, competition shorts. These things are cool. They hold a little chalk ball that's all contained. Campbell looking pretty comfortable so far. It's on to the first hold, starts to change her directions. Oh, she catches it, slides down, and then slides right off of the bottom. Setting up for a direction change here can be tricky if you're not used to the movement. It has the strength to hang on, catches with a little bit of sort of lead lâché posture. Recognizes when to let go based on her swing. Real quick to build up momentum and get off of the trapeze bar as quick as possible. Lâché's just a little bit early to the shelf. 2 obstacles left. Seen them both completed. Lining up for the jump, just a little bit taller, no problem linking the dismount. Last obstacle of the day here for Campbell. Links right through off one back pull. This is 1 hold left to hang on to secure the final point. No, it peels at the very last second. Awesome job, awesome run out of Campbell. Puts her in 2nd place. Down on the starting platform now, we got Lucy. Also on an elite team. Has a couple of her teammates here also competing. Pulls a bunch of momentum up, pulls up great link tech. Obstacle 1, 2, done. Skipping the final ring. No issue. Get out of there, Lucy. Nice job. A little bit tippy. Balance beam is a little bit trickier than it looks. No problem on the first lâché. Moves the hold into position and begins to generate momentum right away. The less time that they spend up here, probably the better. Building up for the Lego lâché, so we've seen this one completed a couple different ways, a couple different times. She has the swing for it. Goes for both hands, but just misses her left hand. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Handful of obstacles left. Nice catch on the shelf. Misses the shield lâché. Has 2 obstacles left and 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Grabs her claw hook. Eyeballs that trampoline jump. No issue with the jump. Little bit wiggly. Pretty tricky to be up there. I mean, you have to take the claw with you, hook it, link the dismount. No issue. One thing left to do here for Lucy at the end of her course. She's got 40 seconds left, a handful of laches. Number 1. Just peels. Those things are so hard at the end of a course. Great run out of Lucy. Starting platform, we have Mr. Pain Train. Pain Train's been all over the place competing. Does ninja everywhere. Grayson is just moving along here. This is this is a full confidence type of run here. He has over 2 minutes left, and we've seen the final 2 obstacles completed. He still has this move. Bar is on its way. He catches it. That's great work for Grayson. Got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. He is opting for potentially a little bit of a beta break. You can see just hooking one side. Doesn't work for all weights and all swing types, but Grayson makes it work for him. Locks the second one in. It looks to me like we're gonna see our first full clear of the day by none other than the Pain Train, Grayson the Pain Train Ninja. Here's another look at his dismount, his final dismount, and he pulls his way out of there. Let's head down to the floor and see what we can hear out of Mr. Pain Train.
All right, Grayson. That was a really good run, buddy.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about this trapeze bar right here. Did you just feel like you could link off the jump?
Yeah.
Yeah? You didn't have that just pre-planned?
No, I did not. Once I was on there, I decided to just full send it the other way.
Why do they call you Pain Train? Do you like trains?
No, it just sounds good.
Okay.
And yeah, that's why.
Who are you looking forward to seeing run next?
Harold Tharp.
Great. Excited to see Harold Tharp run?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good run, buddy.
Thank you.
Good to hear from Mr. Pain Train. Now we're headed back down to the starting block. Another red pants. There's Mr. Hanky looking smooth. That's a cool dude. That is a cool dude. Beautiful link tech, zipping through the agility. We've seen the entire course unlock now thanks to Mr. Pain Train. Wow, this is movement right here. Hanky's fixing his hair on the obstacle. It's important to look cool, you know, as no matter what you're doing. The better your hair looks, the better you're going to feel, and the cooler you're going to look. Hank always says that. Hank's on the most elite team here that we have. Shows. You know, it shows. I remember when he used to be so small compared to the course that I would feel so bad. But what it's done is it has made him so unbelievably powerful, you know, making up for height. But then he grew and kept getting powerful, and now he's sort of he's a force to be reckoned with. He has the precision here. This is not easy. He absolutely does. No problem. Catches the very front of the dish. Doesn't phase him. Chilling. He's just banging obstacles out. This is one that I would imagine if he were worried about one, you know, maybe this would be the singular obstacle he'd be worried about. Because, man, it's tricky. It's unsettling. It's unsettling to do, but it feels so cool to catch that we know we had to put it in. The bar shows up. Hank hangs on, no problem. You love to see it. Little over a minute left. So the beauty of Hank is he could miss the ring 60 times and he would still hang on because of his endurance. As long as he doesn't drop one of these things or run out of time. If I were a betting man, I'd put money on him completing this course. Unbelievably precise. Can he unhook and rehook as smooth? Can he be smooth about it? Smart. Hopefully right now the wheels are turning and he's understanding what he's doing wrong. Does he rehook? Does he generate momentum on one hand, it looks like? Nice work out of Hank. Holding a lock off on one arm at the very end of a 10 obstacle course. Shuffles that thing down. Builds up swing. He's got to get out of there. He's running low on time. Can he do it? There's a lot of swing design involved because that is going to slide. Just runs out. Hanky. An amazing run out of Hank. That is a nice job. You can see. Pulls up here. Looks where it's going to be. Follows it on the way down. Catches it. Easy. Nice job out of Hanky. Up next we have Jonah. Jonah's come a long way in the past couple months. I've had the pleasure of coaching the team that he's on also. It's a higher level, sort of a pre-advanced intermediate team. Nice work so far, knocking obstacles out. I'm glad he's out here competing. A little sideways, makes the catch. Looks like he might have just barely dabbed down on his lache. Slinging just a little bit sideways. I'd like him to take just maybe a big breath right here. Understand that with this format, it's all points. Not only that, but the obstacle he's on could be easier than the obstacle that he just attempted, too. Trying to set up that diagonal swing. It looks like he may have been set up there. Gets his hands there, has a reasonably placed lache. Maybe just a little light on the distance. Lines up, perfect. Textbook Lachey to the shelf. Comes up a little bit short on 2. The disappearing, reappearing bar. It disappears. It's about to reappear. Got about 50 seconds left. With a little bit of power right here and some commitment, should be able to pick up this point. Has to be tired at this point of the course. About 30 seconds left. Give this last one a try. Unhooks. Almost rehooks. That's a nice run out of Jonah. That's a great job. Up next, we have Mr. Harry Buns, Harold Tharp. Here's a good look at Harry Buns. Looking cool, as always. Rocking his competition shirt. Always, he competes in that shirt pretty often. Old Buns has historically gone back and forth with the athlete that is currently in first, Mr. Pain Train. He's onto the Lego Lachey. Buns with the link. Knowing he's going to have to put together a monster run if he wants a chance to finish more quickly than Pain Train. Onto the reappearing bar. There it is. Are we going to see another full clear? Pain Train was pretty efficient on this final obstacle. Goes first connection. It looks like he's going to inherit Pain Train's beta on the single hook. Can he put this all together real quickly here? It's going to be close. I'm not sure exactly what time Pain Train finished at. It had to have been fast. He's going to have to pull through on this dismount. It is tricky. If you swing too much, you slide backward. Buns is able to figure it out. That's a good run. That's going to be close. It looks like it puts him in second by about 10 seconds. That is an awesome job. Awesome job out of Bunsy. Have to be getting to the end of the run order here. We are on Sienna Prevost. Sienna looking pretty comfortable. On to the first set of chopsticks. Just misses the final set. But that's okay, plenty of points left, plenty of time left too. See her thinking as she swings. Should be lined up for maybe one side here. She comes out at the very last second. 3 obstacles left in 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. Needs to build swing as quickly and powerfully as she can. Not spend extra time up here. Fully commit to the catch. Should be in good shape. Hangs on, slides a little bit. Makes the grab happen. If she hangs on to this dish, this is a tricky downward lâché. Is able to do it. Sienna really, really strong hands. Hear her friends cheering her on a little bit in the background. Picks up the claw hook, eyeballs the jump. Takes just a little bit of commitment here. She's not gonna probably have to link through and maybe start the last obstacle right away if she wants the best shot at a full clear. It's definitely a lot to ask at the very end of a course. About 25 seconds. As long as there's nothing extra, should be pretty safe. Maybe one extra swing. She'll have to. Oh, she peels on the ending platform is in sight. It is right there. Great run out of Sienna. Looks like we have one runner left. Down at the starting platform, we have Emmett Kirchner. Emmett, real fast and smooth approach here, landing comfortably. First couple of obstacles out of the way. Linking through whatever he can. Really smooth run so far. Opts for one side of the Lego. He is lined up here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, 3 obstacles. Should be plenty of time. Putting together a really great run so far. Looking comfortable in everything that he does. It's not selling out or being flashy, but not hanging around and taking extra swings. Just takes 1 or 2 real smart breaths in between each obstacle that he attempts and does them as clean and efficiently as possible. Time for the disappearing, reappearing bar lâché. Sets it up. Around 8 or 9 feet, catches it, no issue. Maybe even over lâchés it a little bit. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Really smart run so far. As long as there aren't a ton of misses here. A lot that goes into this final obstacle. It's a lot to ask as obstacle number 10. But the athletes we have here, they ask a lot. He is hooked up, just has to make this last connection. Really tricky dismount too at the end of all of it. Slides all the way to the end. The swing required for this dismount is so tricky, but not for Emmett. Another finisher, should be excited. What an awesome job. Great seeing him out here competing again, and that was our final runner for the teen division. Awesome group of athletes. What we're going to do now is we're going to double check all of our scores. We're going to double check the scoring system, make sure everything was entered correctly, put together a podium, and we will see you back down on the floor for the awards in just a couple of minutes.
Hey everyone. If you're enjoying the stream so far, hitting the like and subscribe button would help us out a lot. Additionally, running a stream like this is expensive, so if you or someone you know would be willing to sponsor, I would love to get into contact. Thank you guys for tuning in. It really means a lot to us that you guys are tuning in and watching. It means a lot to us that you guys are showing up and competing. Without you guys, Obstacle Academy wouldn't be what it is today. So thank you very much. Enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, thanks for bearing with us. We had to manually retime a couple of runs. Thank God it didn't change anything, but it's better to check than not check. So we're going to head down to the floor after an exciting wave in the teen division and see where the chips fell.
All right, we're going to start with the ladies first, all right? In third place, we have Sienna. In second place, Campbell. And in first place, Sadie. All right, ladies, thank you so much. You can hop on down now. All right, for the boys, all full clears for 3, 2, and 1. In third place, we have Emmett. In second place, Harold. And in first place, Grayson. All right, can we have the ladies hop on up, please? There we go.
Well, there's a look at your
The rest of the
podium.
wave hop up in front, please. Everybody else
Podium
hop
for the
on
teen
up.
division. Here's a look at all the competitors for the teen division. That's an exciting wave. They run
All right, teens.
a near
Thank you so
identical
much.
course to the elite division, which is
next time.
coming up next. So stay tuned, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back here soon.